Follow me, my children. I will lead you to the land of lightning and thunder. A little bit of lightning.
Set it ablaze!
Pray for mercy.
Move now!
The pious Renfail. Nope, no daylight
Peace
savings
is
here, your
almost-
stuff.
Only the ritual remains. You're too late.
It's the best thing in the
dark
world.
anchor shall be
I
created.
never have to change time zones. It is a glorious thing. It is so glorious. My time is always the right time. It's awesome. Oh, hang on. I was supposed to talk to her.
Please, don't let them kill me.
What's going on here?
I've surrendered. Gavo's confessions. Lavinia is a traitor and a blasphemer. Please, she's dead, isn't she? I just want to go home to my farm and my family.
So why have you
I never
surrendered?
wanted any of... I was tending to some of our injured when your fighters came upon us. I surrendered to buy the injured time to flee.
Whew.
All of us that still hold the aid in our hearts have abandoned this Daedric plot. We want nothing to do with Lavinia's treachery.
Well, I'm gonna spare him.
I thank you for your mercy. I won't be any trouble. Mara's breath, may the eight keep you safe.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Goodbye. Turn to the town center.
We've done it. Once they saw Gavo's confession, most of them abandoned the city. They're running home to Colonia. The only ones still fighting are her loyalist corps. How'd it go with Lavinia?
She's dead.
Yes, you're just the best. Working with you is like that Argonian bard at my local tavern. An unexpected but very welcome surprise. The collies are on the run, and Kazira's thrilled. By the green, I wish we could stop for a brew. But no such luck. You have more work to do.
Right, the cult in the main.
I've been thinking about what Gavo said. The Temple District makes sense. The Resistance kept talking about all the strange lights in that part of town. What do you want to bet that's where the main's gone as well?
Good bet.
Damn it. I'll work with Kazira to contain the district. We need to keep the Orenthians out of there. You stop that ritual, find Akuzri, and do what needs to be done. Good luck in there. Hopefully the
Man, did he just open an anchor? Aw, man. I don't want to deal with anchors. Oh, I guess this is the... I thought this was something different, but this is literally where I need to be. That's a cool concept art right there.
Your powers wane. Keep control of this shell. Destroy. Now an intruder has breached the temple. Destroy them. Do not fail me.
I'm coming for you, bitch.
Worthless animal, burn in the fires of oblivion. Again.
Great moves. You have saved Akuzri. Drove out the evil that was corrupting his soul. Thanks to you, Akuzri is free.
I know, Joe. Like where I live, it is like permanently like summertime essentially. I don't think I've seen seasons even in Mexico City. There's technically because it never snows, so it does get quite chilly in like November, December, January, February, like it, but still not like I don't think I ever put on a pair of pants. I would put on a sweater um, during the winter months. But like I lived in Cancun for 8 years, Mexico City for 4 years. Cancun is like year round. Like it does cool down November, December, January, but it's like it's it's summertime year round. And where we live now, we're still in that tropic. So I think even today, like it's cooling. We're in the cooler months right now. What is the weather right now? It is 73 Fahrenheit outside right now, or 23 degrees Celsius. And today it's going to get up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or 32 Celsius. And right now the temperatures are, generally speaking, 28 to 30 Celsius during the day, or like 85 to 90 during the day. So these are the cool months, like November, December, January. This is kind of like the temperature. We may have a couple of weeks in like January where it gets down to like 75 to 80 degrees during the day Fahrenheit, but there's no snow. There's no ice. Not where we live. Now, if we were up in Chihuahua or Jalisco, and there's other places up in the mountains of Hidalgo and stuff, where you can get snow. Even close to where we lived, we have San Cristobal de las Casas. It will occasionally do a dusting of snow in the winter months. But yeah, I don't miss, like, I lived in Colorado for 12 years. Colorado has some extreme winter months. And also, generally speaking, normal summertime definitely has the seasonal shifts. I don't ever want to live where there is snow ever
It
again.
was not this one that did those things.
It's too hot where
He
I'm at right now,
remembers.
for sure, but
Screams, the anger, the blood. Akuzri remembers. He was
I don't have
ridden,
to deal with...
controlled by an ancient evil. We call it the Dark Main.
don't have to deal with snow. I'm okay with that.
This one thought it was a tale, a story told to cubs. But then, he thought the same about the Dromatra. The Dark Mane was the leader of our people in ancient times, but failed. He was cast out of the moon's light to walk forever in darkness.
Do you know where it went?
This one remembers it talking to Java Darn, speaking of dark treachery, visiting places throughout the march. But no, Akuzri does not know where it went. Please, we should leave this place.
I might like the snow more now that I work from home, but previously when I lived in the snow, I was working construction, and so every single morning I would have to go out, dig my truck out of the snowbank, and you had to get your truck out of the way before the snowplow comes, because if the snowplow comes and you're still parked, the snowplow just goes by and just plows your snow in, and all the snow just goes on top of your truck. So I would have to go, especially when I lived up in Steamboat Springs in the ski resort. That was like 3 or 4 years I was up there. You got to get up at 3:30 in the morning and be out by 4:30, because by 4:45, 5 o'clock, that snowplow is coming by, and they would just plow you in. So I would be out at 3:30 in the morning shoveling snow to get my truck out, and then you got to go to work, and so you're driving on icy, snowy roads. It's just never fun, and you're just always freezing your ass off working construction because of the snowy months. And then the worst thing is like getting off the job site at like 3 o'clock, 4:30, whatever, 3:30, 4 o'clock. You get off work and you go outside to your truck and you got a flat tire, and now you got to change your flat tire in the snow. Dude, I don't miss that shit at all. But now working from home, snow is beautiful. I suppose if I worked from home and I could just sit here and look outside and be like, oh, look at the pretty snow, and then maybe like once a week I go to the grocery store and hot cocoa, pretty snow. I'm sure I would have a different opinion
The man
now.
still lives. I trust you have a good reason for this, my friend.
Oh yeah, you're on the coast. Yeah, that sounds perfect to me, Joe.
Kazira was right then. She'll be relieved to
I
hear
don't know
it.
when my parents
The
ever left
Clovians are on
California.
the run, and
They
I'd say
both
we've
grew
done
up
a
there.
damn good
All
job
my
here today.
parents' families there. My mom's from San Diego. My dad's from the San Francisco Bay Area. I love the weather in San Francisco. San Francisco to me is one of the coolest places, but like I really like the vibe. At least I haven't been there in a long time, but I've always liked San Francisco every time I've gone. Just the entire Bay Area. But it's just so fucking expensive. Jesus.
You should talk to Kazira. Tell her your account of what went on. I consider it an honor to have served with you here today. I'm going to make sure the Queen hears of your bravery.
And earthquakes. I'm not a fan of earthquakes. Garages are cheap apartments.
You've returned! And the main is here, unharmed. Joan and Jor are looking down on us. I cannot express how grateful I am. You have saved us body and soul. May your steps on the Two Moons dance bring you where you need to go. The people of Orenthia owe you a great debt, traveler. You will always be welcome within the walls of our city. But your tale does not end here, I think.
Well, where do we head from here?
Yes, Akuzri. For all he has been through, he is still wise. Travel now to Rolka. I am certain I am certain Akuzri will do the same.
Why would he do that?
The Temple of the Dance at Rolka is central to the march. It is a place of holy worship in the region, and one where the next steps can be taken. I cannot go. I must remain and see to my city. But I wish you bright
So
moons and
the
sharp claws.
Mexico City had great weather when we lived there. It was like the same as what you're talking about, like 60s to 70s during the day, and in the summer months, which are like April and May, it would get up to like 85 degrees, like 85. I think it pushed 90 a couple of times, but most of the year it's like 75 to 80. I loved the weather in Mexico City, but the smog was horrible and the earthquakes were fucking annoying. Like we had, I mean, it was like there were earthquakes every week. Every week you'd be just nonstop where we lived. Like you'd just be sitting there and work, and there's just nonstop earthquakes. Like every week there's an earthquake, and they're usually like in the 3 to 5 range, but they're enough that you feel them. You know, it's like little 30 seconds here, 45 seconds here, and then about once every 3 months, once every 4 months, you'll get a sixer, you know, and you'll be like, nope, better evacuate the building and go downstairs. And then by twice a year, you'll get a big like 7.5 or something, where it's like buildings fall down. And I remember one time Chris and I were watching a movie, and there's earthquake alarms that go off. And we were watching a movie, and there's like explosions and stuff going on in the movie, and we're watching it, and both of us, we finally were like in this action sequence, and we finally both looked at each other, and we were like, is that the earthquake alarm? And we paused the movie, and sure enough, it was the earthquake alarm, and it was like, oh shit. So we, jump up, grab the keys, and it's, when the earthquake alarm goes out, you're supposed to evacuate the building and go to like the safe spots outside, right? It was so bad. It hit like as we were like in the corridor going to the door to go out. Like it hit, and it was like a 7.6, I think, or a 7.7. I don't remember, but it was a local one, not one that was like 50 miles away. It was a Mexico City earthquake, and I couldn't get the keys in the door. Like it was like so bad that I couldn't get the keys in the door, and we finally managed to stumble out and get downstairs and out. And we were both like, that was I think the last this was in the last 6 months we were there, and we both were like, okay, that was not fun. Like that was like the fourth or fifth 7-point earthquake we had been through, and it's like this is starting to get really annoying. At least when we were in Cancun, hurricanes you can plan for, and with earthquakes they come out of nowhere. It's like you have no warning other than that alarm going off, and it's like maybe you get 45 seconds to, get to a safe place or whatever.
Cannot comprehend all of this by his hand. Our cruiser, if one should have fought harder, fought against the darkness.
Here, about the only thing we have here is,
Share your thoughts with me.
we have the rainy season because we're in the middle of the tropical depressions, so we're in between both coasts. We don't get the hurricanes here, but we do get the tropical depressions. So from like June through to really until November, like the beginning of November, we've finally had some dry season for like the past couple of weeks. It hasn't rained,
Be damned. This is aggravating.
but the only thing we get here is just massive windstorms and thunderstorms that'll happen. Oh, we're going somewhere I don't even know of yet. Oh, no, we're not. It's down there. All right, we're in town. We're in a safe spot. I'll be right back.
Fine goods at fair prices.
Best prices guaranteed.
Selling, buying, trading right here. wood elf known as Finendrin has been found guilty of the following crimes.
No charge to have a look.
Stealing rotten tomatoes and other refuse from stablemaster Semiral's midden heap. Dumping said refuse on the head of the Altmer commander Faruin during his visit to the Clanmother. And finally, knocking over the cart of a Trieste merchant while attempting to avoid capture. For all of these crimes, this one sentences him to the stocks until such time as he shows proper repentance.
Seems to know what to do. Do your trading here.
I've got what you need.
There's always more to do.
All right, Chris is up. I had to get my short ribs out of the fridge to get those completed thawing. We're gonna make. Well, I'm gonna make. Let's see here. I got about an hour and a half until the fruit market opens up. I gotta go get some carrots. Oh, I forgot to get my coffee.
Buying and selling.
Top quality merchandise.
All right, I have coffee and I have a plan for the morning. So I'm going to be doing short ribs again. We did this last week. It was delicious. Short ribs in the slow cooker with like onions and carrots and garlic and stuff. And then I'm also going to make some brownies. I got some Duncan Hines brownie mix, so I'm going to make some brownies this morning. That'll be after I finish this stream. I'm going into the kitchen to cook for a couple of hours. And I'll be doing some exercises at home today. So the idea is I'll be cooking, watching the next episode of Stargate, doing my home exercises, and then when I get through with all that, we'll come back for another stream.
This one knows, Hallowed. Former main Akuzri is here.
Might do some
Preparations
Arc
have
Raiders
begun.
today. I might
Your
not.
path to the Two Moons dance begins here and now. The champions are here. They awaited your arrival with great enthusiasm. Are you ready to join them within? Excellent. The Queen, the Sylvanar, even the fallen light Akuzri is within. This one...
Help the Lunar Champion begin a spiritual journey. It's going to start with a little bit of ayahuasca, some mushroom tea. Don't forget the orgy.
I know that scent. Green keep you, my friend. The Sylvanar and I are well pleased that we could be here to support the Khajiiti people.
I love her armor.
Oh no. My people are deeply divided. I believe this is one of the most vulnerable moments our fragile dominion has faced. King Camoran himself felt he had to remain in Valenwood. Stay close to the... I've spoken with the champions, taken in their scent. They seem lean, strong, flexible, much like my Sylvanar. I feel they do not have the experience, the age that the main should have. But I'm willing to watch and wait and see.
My friend, it's good to see you again. I'm thrilled I could persuade Aselmo to trek out here. We need to support Akuzri and the champions. This is a vulnerable moment for our fragile...
Yeah, I haven't played Starfield in a couple of weeks. That might be fun. That might be something fun to do today. Continue working on the DLC. I see DLC, but it's the mod that I have.
Cautious might be a better word. Since the Dominion formed, there has been a great deal of political turmoil.
I don't know what I'm going to do after
the old
breakfast.
guard in Oridon, resistance to King Camoran's rule, and now the spiritual leader of the Khajiit corrupted by a dark spirit. I've known the Speaker and the Main for years and have every confidence in them. I've spoken to Shazar and Kali here in the temple, and I'm most impressed. The Somerset Isles will support elsewhere.
I'll be honest, I'm having such a good time with Cyberpunk, I might just do some more Cyberpunk today.
This one is humbled to stand before the moon, hallowed.
How are you?
You speak falsely. As this one said at Arentia, Akuzri is the main no more. The touch of darkness, the stain of Java Darn's creature.
Usi questline is great.
He can never atone for what he did. This one has known Shazar and Kali's...
Alright, so... one more person.
Hallowed,